The cerebellum, often overshadowed by the more prominent cerebrum, plays a crucial role in the brain's functioning. Located at the back of the brain, beneath the occipital and temporal lobes, the cerebellum is a central hub for motor control, coordination, and balance. While its size may be smaller compared to the cerebrum, its functions are vast and essential for both basic and complex movements. Understanding the cerebellum is not only key to grasping how we move but also opens doors to understanding certain cognitive and emotional processes. The study of the cerebellum dates back to ancient times, but significant advancements occurred in the 19th century. Luigi Rolando, an Italian anatomist, is one of the key figures in cerebellar research. His work laid the groundwork for understanding the cerebellar cortex. In the following decades, the cerebellum's role in motor coordination became clearer through the work of other pioneers, such as Pierre Flourens, who demonstrated through animal studies that the cerebellum was integral to movement and coordination. As neuroscience evolved, so did the understanding of the cerebellum. Modern techniques such as functional MRI, fMRI, and electrophysiology have expanded our knowledge, revealing the cerebellum's involvement in cognitive functions and emotional regulation. Anatomically, the cerebellum is divided into three lobes: the anterior, posterior, and flocculonodular lobes. The anterior and posterior lobes are primarily involved in coordinating voluntary movements, while the flocculonodular lobe, also known as the vestibulocerebellum, plays a crucial role in balance and spatial orientation. The cerebellar cortex, a thin layer of neurons on the surface of the cerebellum, is organized into three layers: the molecular layer, the Purkinje cell layer, and the granular layer. Each layer plays a distinct role in processing information and coordinating movement. In addition to the cortex, the cerebellum contains deep cerebellar nuclei, which are clusters of neurons that serve as the cerebellum's output channels. These nuclei send signals to other parts of the brain to execute and fine-tune movements. Understanding the intricate anatomy of the cerebellum is essential for grasping its complex role in the brain. The cerebellum's primary function is to ensure smooth and coordinated movements. It does this by processing input from the spinal cord, sensory systems, and other parts of the brain. The cerebellum does not initiate movement but rather adjusts and fine-tunes motor commands to ensure accuracy and precision. For instance, when a person reaches out to grab an object, the cerebellum ensures that the hand moves smoothly and accurately to the target. The cerebellum's role in motor control extends beyond simple movements. It is also involved in complex motor activities that require precise timing and coordination, such as playing a musical instrument or performing athletic tasks. The cerebellum continuously monitors and adjusts motor commands, allowing for fluid movements and the ability to adapt to changing conditions. The vestibular system and the cerebellum work closely together to maintain balance and spatial orientation. The vestibular system, located in the inner ear, detects changes in head position and movement. It sends signals to the cerebellum, which then processes this information to coordinate movements and maintain balance. The interaction between the vestibular system and the cerebellum is complex and involves multiple pathways. The vestibulo-ocular reflex, VOR, is a prime example of this interaction. The VOR stabilizes gaze during head movements by producing eye movements in the opposite direction. For example, if a person turns their head to the right, their eyes move to the left to maintain a steady gaze on a target. This reflex is essential for activities like reading or driving, where stable vision is crucial. The cerebellum plays a key role in maintaining the VOR by continuously adjusting the strength of the reflex based on sensory input. This process, known as neural plasticity, allows the cerebellum to adapt to changes in the vestibular system, such as those caused by injury or disease. For instance, if a person experiences damage to the vestibular system, the cerebellum can help compensate by strengthening or weakening the VOR to maintain stable vision. Disruptions in the vestibular system or cerebellum can lead to significant balance and coordination issues. Conditions such as Meniere's disease, vestibular neuritis, and cerebellar ataxia illustrate the critical role of these systems in everyday life. Patients with vestibular disorders often experience dizziness, vertigo, and unsteady gait. In such cases, the cerebellum's ability to adapt and compensate is crucial for recovery. Vestibular rehabilitation therapy, VRT, is one approach that leverages the cerebellum's plasticity to improve balance and coordination in patients with vestibular disorders. VRT involves exercises that challenge the vestibular system and encourage the cerebellum to adapt and restore balance. For example, patients may perform head movements while focusing on a stationary target, which helps retrain the VOR and improve stability. Current research on the cerebellum-vestibular system relationship is expanding our understanding of balance and coordination. Techniques like functional MRI, fMRI, and electrophysiology allow scientists to study the cerebellum's role in processing vestibular input in real time. This research has implications for developing new therapies for balance disorders. Emerging therapies, such as cerebellar neuromodulation, show promise for treating vestibular disorders. Neuromodulation involves using electrical stimulation to enhance or suppress cerebellar activity, potentially improving balance and coordination. As our understanding of the cerebellum's role in vestibular processing grows, so too does the potential for innovative treatments that can improve the lives of those with balance disorders. The cerebellum is not unique to humans, it is a feature of all vertebrates, from fish to mammals. However, the size and complexity of the cerebellum vary across species, reflecting the different challenges and behaviors these animals face. In different species, the cerebellum's structure and function are tailored to the animal's specific needs. For instance, birds have a highly developed cerebellum, particularly in the regions responsible for coordinating flight. This is crucial for maintaining balance and executing complex aerial maneuvers. Similarly, aquatic mammals like dolphins have a large cerebellum, which helps them perform precise movements in water. Comparative studies of the cerebellum across species have provided valuable insights into its functions. By understanding how the cerebellum is adapted to different environments and behaviors, scientists can gain a better understanding of its role in humans. For example, the large cerebellum of birds has shed light on the importance of cerebellar development in motor coordination and balance. The evolution of the cerebellum is a testament to its importance in survival. Early vertebrates had relatively simple cerebellums, which evolved over time to accommodate more complex movements and behaviors. As animals faced new environmental challenges, such as the need for precise control during flight or swimming, the cerebellum grew in size and complexity. In humans, the cerebellum has evolved to support a wide range of functions, from basic motor control to complex behaviors like tool use and language. This evolutionary perspective highlights the cerebellum's versatility and adaptability, making it a critical component of the vertebrate brain. Studying the cerebellum across species not only provides insights into its evolutionary history but also informs human neuroscience. Animal models, such as mice and zebrafish, are commonly used in cerebellar research to study the underlying mechanisms of motor control and coordination. These models allow scientists to manipulate specific genes or pathways to understand their role in cerebellar function. Comparative studies also raise ethical considerations, particularly regarding the use of animals in research. While animal models have been invaluable in advancing our understanding of the cerebellum, it is important to balance scientific progress with ethical responsibility. Researchers must ensure that their studies are conducted with the utmost care and respect for animal welfare.